Here's a question from Pat. I'm sick and tired of our 17-year-old son just lying around the house on weekends and holidays. He's plenty of free time after school, and he just sits on the computer playing games. When I was his age, I had a part-time job and spent every spare moment making money and studying so I could put myself through school. We were all like that. But my son and his friends live this lazy life expecting that we parents are going to put them through school. When I tell him to find work, he says, "Okay, Dad, sure," and then nothing happens. Am I just supposed to put up with this? Well, Pat, you don't have to put up with anything, right? What you need to do is approach your son in a respectful, friendly way. The tone of your letter suggests that maybe you're really fed up and you're irritated and frustrated to see your son lying around in this kind of what you call lazy way. And I think you need to settle your emotions first, right? So that this conversation that you have with your son can be pleasant and respectful, and tell him where you're coming from sincerely, again, kindly, and just say, I would really appreciate it if you would, find a part-time job. I'm happy to contribute something towards your higher education, but I want you to meet me halfway, if that's what your goal is. Maybe you want him to pay the whole thing. Maybe you want to tell your son, I'm not willing to pay anything, and you can go to school on student loans, but that'll make your life a little bit harder later. Now, even if you say that, even that's what you mean, we don't want any threats or sort of unpleasant conversation, because that will never motivate a child or get him to do anything that you want. You want to show him the wisdom of your way. You want him to respect you enough to go like, Dad has a point and I'm going to take his advice. So keep it friendly. If you're really having trouble keeping it friendly, have a family meeting with a professional. A family counselor can sometimes clear the air and help the families take the next step forward if you really want your son to do this. Ultimately, if your son doesn't want to get a job and he wants to have downtime, that's how he wants to use his free time, you can't make him, but you don't have to pay his way through school if that's not what you want to do.